asking so much questions, got me thinking she the paparazzi, ayy. Got me thinking she the paparazzi, ayy. Got me thinking she the paparazzi, ayy. Yeah.
AyyyFabo, YouTube. What's poppin', man? Back at it again with another reaction vid for your head top, man. Listen up, underground malicious salute, man. We back at it like a crack addict that knows how to do mathematics, and they ain't have bad at it, you feel me, man? I listen. So today, man, listen, check it out, man. We tapping into an artist today, who we haven't tapped into in a while. It's been a little minute, man. Think bro took a little hiatus. He hasn't been dropping music as much. Did like a whole little rebrand, his whole sound, changed up his whole, everything that he was pretty much rapping about. Changed the sound up a little bit. If you don't know who I'm talking about that boy Weiland, man. Weiland. He dropped a project last month. I'm late on this. Called "You Can't Climb the Mountains in New York." Quick little EP, 4 songs. I'm expecting something a little bit more along the lines of his last project that he had dropped. I think that was the one where he was like in a pill, like I think he had like a pill bottle or something. Forget with the cover art, but it was more like a 70s weekend, retro disco, synths, a lot of synths and stuff, that whole type of sound, that whole type of vibe. So I would imagine he's probably still on that. But I see there's a Summers feature on here, so I don't know what we're about to get. But we're gonna get straight into this. Before we get into the music, before we get into the reaction, what am I gonna need? I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and share, man. Sharing, straight like that, man. Road to 10K, you feel me? Straight like that. Let's get into this. Weiland, You Can't Climb the Mountains in New York. EP, let's get it, man.
Few moments later.
All right. First song we got, Let You Go, featuring Summers. Nice to see that they still working, they still collaborating and stuff, cause yeah, if you know, Weiland came up with the whole Slave World, that whole scene and everything like that. So it's good to see that niggas still rocking with each other, bro. See, he's still on that type of vibe. If I broadcast my love, I'm gonna be viral. Yo, he got Summers. He got Summers on the weekend vibes, bro. He got Summers on the weekend vibes. you go. Honestly, I love the pivot, bro. I love the fact that he went into this lane because, it's something. I feel like this type of music, these type of sounds, the instruments and everything. I feel like if you kind of like a lot of the underground scene, you would also rock with this alternative type of sound too. If it makes sense, like I feel like if you have an ear for like the underground, not everything in the underground, but what's good in the underground and stuff like that. I feel like raw ear for music. If some people might agree, disagree, whatever. But that's just my take, my stance on that. So I feel like it is a pretty smooth transition to jump into something, and that's why we do see a lot of underground artists. They do these alternative type of sounds. Maybe not to this extent or something like that, but like look at Jace, look at look at Yeet, look at all these different examples of artists, doing different types of sounds, and it usually sounds good, man. So yeah, that with the auto tune, this whole vibe that he's got going on, even got Summers on it. Summer sounded pretty good, like. Yeah, man, I like this. Very groovy, bro. Very groovy. I give that a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Let's keep this going. Next joint we got number 2, "The Girl Is Not Mine," and that's a play on that famous Michael Jackson song, "That Girl Is Mine." He did a little, he's playing around with it a little bit. So now, if he sampled it, would be fire. And as a aside, I love this alternative sound. I listen to alternative all the time, bro. This gives me like kind of like Beach Fossils vibes. If y'all know Beach Fossils, gives me that type of vibe. I like it. Let it breathe, let it breathe, let it breathe, let it breathe.
Let's let it vibe out a little bit more. Let's let it vibe out.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that song. That's my favorite one so far. I'm gonna give that a I'm gonna give that an 8.5. 8.5. Like I said, I love the alternative sound. That's right up that alley for me, bro. I could be on a nice little road trip, just playing that song. I really enjoyed that, bro. I really enjoyed that. Number 3, Promise. And this is more palatable, you know. You can go in so many different directions once you start opening up your sound, trying different things. Like, this just opens the doors for him to work with a whole bunch of artists and be seen in different environments, different stages, different demographics. It's cool. Yeah, another track where I would just put this on my alternative playlist, and I'm just gonna vibe out, bro. I'm gonna go drive on an open road, windows down, nice little vibe, bro. Nice little vibe. I'll give that a 7.5, 3 for 3. Last song we got, number 4, You Can't Climb the Mountain in New York, featuring Part Time. Let's get it. And yeah, some of the mountains in New York, don't get it. We ain't talking about New York City. We talking about the state of New York. You feel me? All the way up in the Catskills. Up in Niagara Falls and Buffalo and Circuit, all that. Yeah. love that, bro. I love it. I love it. It's so dreamy. It's so transy. Like, I just got lost. I'm not gonna lie. I got lost in this project, bro. I didn't even really listen to the lyrics as much, and like his vocals, the effects, like the softness kind of to it, or like the it kind of sounds like it's so far away. Like it's the vocals aren't overbearing. They kind of just play like a background. They kind of play the background and let the beat, let the sound, let the sense, let the rhythm, let the music take over. That's really what captures you and brings you into this element, brings you into this whole feeling of just, it's just a reprieve, a release. I like it, man. I really, really like this direction. I want to hear more from him. I want to see how he develops this sound, because I feel like he could definitely keep taking this other ways with it. But yeah, I definitely like this. This was a smart career move in my opinion. And even if he lost some, maybe he lost some. I mean, he definitely lost fans along the way, because I'm pretty sure this is way different from the sound that he started out with when he first came out. But you know, I think it pays off in the end. And if this is something that he truly wants to pursue as an artist, like what's really true for him, he feels more connected to this and more relatable to this, then hats off to you, bro. You doing what you love, man. You can't knock somebody for doing that. So that last joint, I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. And yeah, there you have it, man. There you have it. Weiland, You Can't Climb the Mountain in New York EP, man. A nice little alternative project. 4 for 4, no skips. Yeah, man, this is just one of those projects, like I said, if you want to just drive, you know, on a nice little road trip and you just want to vibe out, or you know, maybe you're at a get together and you kind of just want to dance, you want to groove, might have some older heads there, you know, you don't want to just play all this rah young boys. So you know, it's a nice different change of pace, man. So yeah, let me know what y'all thought about that in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, man. As always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me. Be safe, y'all.